This is the AR Pro jig. There's been some revisions that were made from the older models. I incorporated some of the features from the right assembly plate into the right side drilling plate. So you don't need 4 anymore, you just need 3. I've also incorporated a 9mm adapter kit. In essence, what you're going to do, this is a 9mm adapter and an 80% receiver. What you're going to do is this jig will show you how to drill for this hole for this cross pin. And instead of pushing the assembly in from the top like you normally do, you push it through the bottom just like a magazine. So this way it can be changed by the operator in a field in less than probably 2 minutes. Anyway, you'd slip it in from the bottom just like a mag. So you're going to press your mag release, get it up in there, it locks, put this in. Now you take your 9mm mags. Now you have a functioning firearm. The retaining pin holds it in, so when you remove the magazine it does not pull the assembly out. Then when you're done, you pull this pin out, drop this. It's tight, it's supposed to be. Then you put a new top on, 223, 22, 300 blackout, whatever. You can quick change in the field. You no longer have to knock this roll pin out each time for your bolt catch, because under normal circumstances, this is one that hasn't been done yet. This has to go in from the top. Oops. Snaps in place. These 2 little feet catch this top edge. Then you put your roll pin back in. Well, if you want to change back and forth for your receiver, you either leave it dedicated as 9mm, or you're going to be monkeying around with it in the shop for probably 10-15 minutes while you knock this roll pin out. Do this, put the roll pin back, and you want to change back to 223, you have to knock the roll pin out, take this thing out, so it's really cumbersome. So I try to abbreviate it by putting a quick removal system in there, quick one. Anyway, this is what they look like before. And what you're going to do is use the jig. You're going to drill a hole, so it'll end up, this hole is right here. Drill a hole where it looks like that. So, anyway. You start with your receiver. This is an M-16. As you can see, it's functioning auto sear from DPMS. You're going to put it around it. Get it tight. It has to kind of snap in place when it goes through the hole there. You put your cross pin to sort of hold it. We're not going to, well, I'll show you real quick. Here are your tops. This is the M16 top. You notice it has this little tab on this side, right where my index finger is. That shows you, let's see if you can see it, see on the inside of this receiver where that lower shelf is. So that's down 0.480. So this shows you by a silhouette. I'll just put it in place. It's like Legos. So if you look right, see if I can get the light just right in there. You'll see the shelf is right underneath the template. Unfortunately, they're both black, but anyway, this is the shape that you cut out for the M16 pocket. But anyway, to hold this mag nice and tight, you're going to put this piece through the top. I'll go from the top first. And all you're doing is you're just going to clamp it down. You don't have to go crazy with it. Just going to hold it nice and tight so there's no movement in it. Get in there, babe. There we go. And you'll drive the screw in there. Seat the nut. Work the size to grip it. And you want to pull it down to where it's just snug and not super tight. Now we're ready to drill these holes through the sides. You drill one through this side and one through this side. And actually, if you look through there, you can see how the jig lines up the auto sear hole, the safety, your hammer, I'm sorry, your trigger, your hammer. So let's see if I hold it there. You can see they all line up through the receiver. It's an automatic receiver. And then we're going to go drill these holes, and we'll be right back.